All right, good evening. I think we're going to get started tonight. Thanks, everyone, for coming out. Woohoo! So good to be in person. Please just introduce yourself to your neighbor, because you can touch people now, or not, but you can, we can actually be together, and it's just such a good place to be, finally. So. When will I see you again? Bright spot on a gray sky on a gray day. Didn't think I'd find a friend. Not here, not now, not here. Your words catch flight on the breeze. Scent and a hint that you're near. Heart beating faster, eyes filled with laughter. The only one that matters to me. Then your arm brushes mine. You cover up my eyes. Take me by the hand. Pull me outside. Lead me up the hill. Taking care with every step. I think I can breathe again. I think I'm in love. Thank you. So if you're here, you know this is a show about mental health. And Susan and this is our inaugural kickoff concert about this. We've been taking a look at the numbers, and they're a bit staggering right now. And I really think we need to do something because I guess, well, the numbers are terrifying for one thing. Right now, we've got numbers as high as 1 in 4 adults are facing anxiety and depression. We've got really kind of scary numbers in the schools. One of the places I work, and you may have seen me write about this, one of the places I work, we've got as many as 1 in 10 kiddos have made an attempt at suicide. Like the numbers are really scary. And part of tonight is not to be scared by the numbers, but to recognize that it's not the other. It's, mental health is all of us. It's, everybody here is probably doing some work, doing your own work, or helping somebody in your family or your friends to do some work. And tonight is to just have that out in the light and to go into some sad songs a little bit, but really to come out the other side with some resilience. Walking alone again, talking low again, slow to know my friend again. She pushes through, uncompromised, and teary-eyed on love she sighed. Rise high, got down this. Oh, oh, well. Oh, well. descending sea. I seem to find my way home every time. Just give me time, the time to find the words that bubble up black brooks and streams of consciousness that leave a mess when you undress the words that I missed. Threadbare soul to face clouds and rain. So many of you know my spouse. My spouse often says to me, "Why can't you write songs like some happy songs?" But she says it really innocently, like did you know there were major chords? And I try, I really do try. This song was, I started trying really hard with this song, and then I had like the worst day of my life. And it was one of those worst days that actually, in a song, it's one day long, but in reality, it's like a week or two long. And at the same time, a friend of mine was having a really hard time. And so I decided, maybe people take a little bit of solace in knowing that there are others kind of going through some stuff. So this song is a sing-along. You have a part in the song. So I'm going to have the really bad day. And you're my community, and you're going to pull me back each time, because that's what we do for each other. I love that you putting your hand up. Thank you. All right, I got to teach you your part. It goes like this. Your words are, North Star sits on the horizon, hiding behind wall of storms. Lightning flashes bright. There'll be no stars tonight, but I know you're there. You go like this. North Star sits on the horizon. Want to try that? North Star sits on the horizon. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Hiding behind wall of storms. Okay, you do that part. Ready? Now, hiding behind wall of storms. Then you go. Lightning flashes bright. You? There'll be no stars tonight, but I know you're there. All right, you get to do that 3 times. Lying awake at 3, I'm going over again the things that went wrong. Fault lines of doubt and the walls crumble in, and the floor falls into the sea. I cling to a rock and try to climb out, then the waves come along uninvited and strong to knock you about, uncaring and cold, washed up, lonely, face down on the beach. No star sits on the horizon, hiding behind wall of storms. Lightning flashes bright, there'll be no stars tonight, but I know you're there. Sometimes it takes some honest, cruel words and a sweep of the lakes and a fall to the ground, an injury to nurse and a limp to remind, a scar on your face for all to see. And Then you're dressed down and stripped of your rank before the eyes that you care for the most, but you keep your chin high, hold that tear in your eye, wrap around what's left of your pride. Noel star sits on the horizon, hiding behind wall of storms. Lightning flashes bright, there'll be no stars tonight, but I know you're there. And what to do next is the crux of the fall, to fake it like nothing here happened at all, or to reach deep inside, find courage and breath, take up bearing a step and breathe. A second small chance is the gift in the fall, a light far away in the sky, just a trace. To build it all back is the work of the day, to make it all right with grace. No star sits on the horizon, hiding behind wall of storms. Lightning flashes bright, there'll be no stars tonight, but I know you're there. I know you're there. Oh, you sing beautifully. Nicely done. Thank you. All right, this is a serious show, and this is the most serious of my songs. I wrote this and never intended to ever play it, but then this entire idea of a show came along, and part of this was, actually, they might be listening, my nieces, they have this saying that they say with their dad, that the words are not the words. The words are not the words, Dad, is what they say. My brother-in-law he can fix anything. Like, he's the guy who can fix the sink, the shed, the car, your mental health, pretty much anything. But they come home and something's going on, and they just say to him, "The words are not the words, Dad." And I started thinking about it because it was funny at the time I learned this, but then I realized, like, what they're saying is like, what you're seeing is not what's really going on. And one of the thoughts I had for this show was, if we could increase our empathy just a little bit, and to be tuned into what might be going on with others. We know 1 in 4 people is dealing with something, and it might be higher in some places. 10th grade girls, it's really high, by the way, statistically. And realizing that you might be seeing anger or belligerence that's hiding anxiety. You might be seeing a discipline problem that's hiding panic. You might be seeing defiance that's hiding an eating disorder. You might be seeing somebody trying to wrestle with some trauma. And the words are not the words. And tonight, I'm going to put myself out there a little bit and have not 1, but 2 panic attacks in this song. Because, why just have 1 when you can have 2 full-blown panic attacks? I invite you to go all the way in on this song. This is kind of committing and a little bit terrifying. But the idea to be able to kind of understand what it's like to be in it, I really wanted some music to kind of help do that. So here's a little panic attack. It starts out with a little flirtation, so it's got some romance in it, which is always good. There isn't much more that I wanted to say. Just back it off and I'll call you in a couple of days. I think I like you, but there's something you gotta know. And I am not ready to tell you, no, no, not today. I think I'd better spend some time on my own. Don't look that way, this isn't much about you. I'm heading north for some time in Vermont. See my brother and his kids, it's been too long. Trouble breathing, trouble breathing. Locked up, all thoughts are blacked out. Hit panic and run now. Don't talk, just get out. Heat flash and a wet brow, then drop like a wet towel. Betrayed by my own head, a castaway exile. This is awkward, and I don't know what to say. What you saw there, I can't explain. It's like a candle, a slow burning flame, beneath the surface of my days. Then out of nothing, the candle lights a fuse. Fuse lights up a bomb, and then the bomb blows up my whole goddamn world. It's not something that I wanted you to see, but thank you for staying with me. Locked up, all thoughts are blacked out. Hit panic and run now. Don't talk, just get out. Heat flash and a wet brow, then drop like a wet towel. Betrayed by my own head, a castaway exile. This is my space. These are the things I do to meet this world with grace. Let go of this breath, reach out for this calm. This moment won't last, this moment is gone. This is my time, this is my space. These are the things I do to meet this world with grace. Let go of this breath, reach out for this calm. This moment won't last, this moment is gone. This is my time, this is my space. These are the things I do to meet this world with grace. Let go of this breath, reach out for this calm. This moment won't last, this moment is gone. This is my time, this is my space. These are the things I do to meet this world with grace. Let go of this breath, reach out for this calm. This moment won't last, this moment is gone. This moment won't last, this moment won't last. This moment won't last. This moment is gone. Thank you for going through that. This next song is not my story. This is a mostly nonfiction story. This is a story of courage. This is a story of somebody going back to face their own trauma and coming forward with just amazing courage. This is the story of Dr. Christine Blasey Ford. This is not a story about Judge Kavanaugh. We're going to leave him completely out of this one. It's been a good year. The teaching, the research, and the boys are growing so fast. I published my paper on children with trauma, and this day is good. I'm peaceful, I'm blessed. Hearing your name will shatter all around me, and fragile defenses they flee. All of that work to build a tall levee, and the waves are so big, the waves are so big. 3 sealed letters, each one with its own fate. 3 sealed letters for you, for me. One that is gentle and full of concern. One that is strong to stand up to the storm. Third is just sad. I'm too scared to send them. We were just kids, words that are too weak to carry a weight, too heavy to bear. And the curse that you gave me when I was a girl, riding beside me all of those years. And a lifetime of trying to leave this behind me. One thing to forgive, too hard to forget. But this isn't for me, it's a calling and it's a duty, and I must find the courage. It's been a long day of lawyers and phone calls. The hearing is Thursday, so scared. Telling hard stories to polygraph paper. The waves are too big. We didn't see it coming, the bluster of the range, and the angry authority was righteous and just. But this isn't right. Oh, how you must know this, an angry hurt boy exploding on hinge. 3 sealed letters, each one with its own fate. 3 sealed letters, oh, you for me. One that is gentle and full of concern. One that is strong to stand up to the storm. Third is just sad. So it's now my pleasure to introduce Susan Levine, who's just got this angelic voice that's going to fill this place right up. So Susan's going to come up and play. And then we'll come back together in a bit and play back and forth.
That was Markus Belanger. Thank you. That was so great. Let's give him a hand. like a hole in your pocket. You don't know where everything goes. Keep throwing in nickels and quarters and minutes and hours, and all you can feel is the cold through the hole. Mama, wrap your arms around your baby. Daddy, dance gently around the floor. Throw out the windows. Let the sun lead you through 1,000 open doors. And ain't life like a ring round your finger? Beginnings and endings and in-betweens rolled into one. I'm sorry, I love you, welcome, I'm leaving. Forgiveness, forgiveness, yeah, yeah. Mama, wrap your arms around your baby. Daddy, dance gently around the floor. Throw out the windows. Let the sun lead you through 1,000 open doors. And in life, like one endless tomorrow, you're kicking back today like a stone. Just keeping one nose ahead of sorrow. Just keeping your head above alone. Mama, wrap your arms around your baby. Daddy, dance gently around the floor. Throw out the windows. Let the sun lead you through 1,000 open doors. Through 1,000 open doors. Thank you. So, like Markus said, it's going to be an evening of kind of sad songs. Songs about mental health. My songs have often been called sad but hopeful. So, I think that's going to be written on my tombstone. Sad but hopeful. But this next song was written about my son, who, my older boy, I have 2 kids. My older boy's at the junior prom tonight, Newburyport High School. He looked pretty snazzy leaving. But this is a song I wrote when he was younger, and it came out of a fight about homework. And I think, like Markus was saying, our kids are really bearing the brunt of a couple of really crappy years. And as parents, I think we also shoulder a lot of guilt about how our kids are doing. And we want to take their pain away. And we also feel responsible for it. So that's kind of what this song is. It's called Busted Hearts and Battered Wings. I hold on to broken things, busted hearts and battered wings, a guitar with a couple of strings, a diamond looking for a ring. You are everything that's new, open eyes like skies of blue, a head that's clear, a heart that's true. How could I not hold on to you? It was me who made you cry. If I could take it back, I'd try. Trade your tears for some of mine, some of mine. And all the sorries that I've said, with my lips pressed to your head, float like feathers on the bed and blow around the room instead. And you say, sing me songs of love, and I try, but it gets tough. All that melody and rhyme is just breath and space and time. It was me who made you cry. If I could take it back, I'd try. Trade your tears for some of mine, some of mine. Sometimes we fix what can be saved. Sometimes we clean the mess we made. And holding on sometimes is brave. I won't forget that you forgave. It was me who made you cry. If I could take it back, I'd try. Trade your tears for some of mine. I hold on to broken things, busted hearts and battered wings. Thanks. So a lot of people here know me tonight, and it's been kind of a shitty year. My mom passed away very suddenly over the summer, and it's been kind of rough. And I think grief is another area of mental health that needs some attention. And everybody grieves in their own way. This is a song I wrote about my mom. She was a very sunny person. I don't know, I got my dad's negativity, and I wish I had gotten some of her sunshine. But I walk my dog, so I live in Newburyport on School Street, and I walk my dog every morning on Joppa Flats. And when it's nice out, the sun is coming right over the water, and I always think it's my mom, and I say hi to her every morning. And then it was interesting because last week my dad was not well, and it was pretty cloudy, and I didn't have that sun following me. I'm like, oh, she must be taking care of my dad. So these are the thoughts that go through my head. But this is a song I wrote. It's called The Great Unknown, because it's kind of hard when you lose your mom to figure out where you're going. The day was bright and yellow, just like you. And I was flying solo, trying to get out of my deep blue. I had no map, I had no compass, just your ring on a string around my neck, and your picture in my pocket from a time before we met. I wanna get lost, I wanna leave it all behind me, and if the land should disappear and I run out of stars to guide me, will you come find me? Come find me. So I start drifting backwards to the things you left behind. Your t-shirts and your telescope, your tangerines, softening with time. And I know I can't go back to what we had before, but I'd give it all I had for just 1 second more. I wanna get lost, I wanna leave it all behind me, and if the land should disappear and I run out of stars to guide me, will you come find me? Come find me. So life moves at the speed of light, one flash and it's not here. And I try to beat the speed of sound, but the pressure hurts my ears. And the clouds all look like faces, telling me I can't go home. All the people and the places waving me into the great unknown. I wanna get lost, I wanna leave it all behind me, and if the stars should disappear and I forget that they can guide me, will you remind me? Come find me. Thanks. Thank you. I've never played that song in public before. I've played it for some songwriter nights that I've done, but this is its first airing in front of an audience. So thank you. Thank you very much. So this is actually, the next song is actually a happy song about seasonal affective disorder, really. This time of year, it just kind of sucks because we think it's supposed to be spring. And in New England, there's always like the freak snowstorm or the cold snap. So this song is sort of a happy attitude about it. And past the trees that look like skeletons, their bones are white with snow. They hold their breath and then let go again, spilling glitter on the streets below. It's been a long, long winter time, but I think we'll make it through. 2 months to go and 2 behind. I put my faith in you. I've been walking through a sleepless dream. I've been driving in my sleep. Of all the things I'm running towards and from, you're the promise that I wanna keep. It's been a long, long winter time, but I think we'll make it through. 2 months to go and 2 behind. I put my faith in you. What if I could love you exactly how you need? What if all my wanting could somehow set me free? Past the trees that smell like summertime, under skies that look like sea, over roads that lead us home again. Will you put your faith in me? It's been a long, long winter time, but I think we'll make it through. 2 months to go and 2 behind. I put my faith in you. 2 months to go and 2 behind. I put my faith in you. Thank you. So I'm doing a whole mess of songs that I really never play live, that being one of them. And the first song I did is on my solo record that's out there. 1,000 Open Doors was the song. And then I'm actually in a duo with Doug Hortler, who's here tonight. And it's this. I rarely play solo. Yes, let's give Doug a round of applause. And I used to play solo a lot, and I rarely do it anymore. So, again, thank you for your patience. But we are in a duo called the Lied Twos, and we have 3 CDs. We just released our newest CD called The Worst Kind of New, and it is out there now in the lobby. And this is a song from that. And Doug and I will be playing at the Newburyport Brewing Company as the Lied Twos on Wednesday, the 30th. And our friend Jim Gould, who is also here, will be playing. And Chuck Melchin, who's not here. So this is a song from the new record. It's called Time. And I kind of went into a tailspin after my divorce. I had a rocky time for a while and a little crazy. My friends are here who got me through that, so thank you to you guys. But now it's 10 years in the rear view, which is amazing to me. And this song came out of a few years back. One of my sons had a drum recital, and my ex was there, and my dad and my mom and Doug and my kids. And my dad likes to take people out to eat, so he took us all to Michael's and for lunch. And just as an aside, my older son thinks there should be a T-shirt that says, "How about Michael's?" Because my family, whenever we don't know where to go eat, we go to, someone always says, "How about Michael's?" Because it has something for everybody. But anyway, so we were sitting at the table at Michael's, and my ex starts telling all these stories about things from our marriage, and like looking at me like they were kind of funny stories and memories, and looking at me like I should know what he was talking about. And I kind of nodded and laughed, and it struck me that I could remember visually what he was talking about, but the emotions were all screwed up. So this is a song called Time that I wrote after that. Are you lying to yourself again about everything that's come before? For me, it's easier to forget sometimes than to love you anymore. So I don't remember what you said to me when you slipped that ring onto my hand, or how the room looked like a tapestry. It's all unraveled strand by strand. Are there pictures in your mind, little something left behind? 'Cause there's nothing left in mine, and that's the best thing about time. Did your arms once feel like home to me? In the middle of the night, and was that you or who you tried to be? You just couldn't get it right. Are there pictures in your mind, a little something left behind? 'Cause there's nothing left in mine, and that's the best thing about time. You are laughing across the table, telling stories I should know. I can't recall a single moment, and that's the beauty of letting go. I don't remember how you left me. Was I crying in the bed? And were you frozen in the doorway, already gone in your head? Are there pictures in your mind, a little something left behind? 'Cause there's nothing left in mine, best thing about town. Are there pictures in your mind? Is there anything left behind? Time is cruel and time is kind, 'cause there's nothing left in mine. Thank you. Thanks so much. And I want to again thank Markus for putting this together. And yeah, we hope that this is going to be one of many to come. And because it's such an important and necessary thing to take care of mental health. I don't think I know a single soul without some kind of depression or anxiety or other mental issue. And in my day job, I am a music therapist. In early intervention, I work with kids and families with various disabilities. And a lot of the kids I see are on the autism spectrum. And this next song I wrote as part of this is going to be my last song of my set, and then we're going to take a short break, and then Markus and I are going to trade off some songs. So this one I wrote as part of an organization called Musicians for a Cause, and they paired songwriters up with various people involved in causes and had them write songs. So mine was families with children on the autism spectrum. And another big issue is what happens when these kiddos turn 18 and where the supports for them, or 21, where the supports for them after that. But that's a side issue. So these parents were amazing, and I went home and I wrote this song. It's called So It Goes, and I took it from the only perspective I could, which was that of a mother, and I think that as parents, we all want the same things for our kids. We want them to be happy. So this is called So It Goes. He dances happy across the floor, sings a million songs, maybe more, and he counts all the leaves as they fall from the trees, and he's holding my heart in his hands. He has yet to say, I love you. He has yet to tie his own shoe, and a trip to the stores like our own little war, and I'm holding my head in my hands. So it comes and so it goes. You count the fingers, you count the toes. You pray for perfect, you pray they'll grow. And you go, and you go, and you go, and you never know. I am a mother like any mother. I kiss that baby, I kiss his brother. I fight the good fight, I run for cover sometimes, and I'm holding his heart in my hands. And as a girl I would dream of flying. Now I'm living in fear of dying, 'cause that kid at my knee is depending on me, and I'm holding his head in my hands. So it comes So I go and I go and I go, and I never know. And the rain's weeping soft down the window, and I'm watching him, watching it fall. And we stand there for what feels like hours, and I try to make sense of it all. See the beauty in something so small. So it comes and so it goes. You count the fingers, you count the toes. But if it's perfect, it cannot grow. So we go and we go and we go. Yeah, we go and we go and we go. And I love him. That's all I know. Thank you so much. And thank you all for coming out. And we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back. Thanks.
All right, we're going to get started again. Thank you for everybody making donations tonight. Bernie's here from NAMI, so thank you to Bernie. He's asked that we direct the funds that were raised tonight to NAMI Walks, and the way we're going to be able to do that is the Northeast Essex County chapter will donate in their name, and it'll go directly to NAMI, Massachusetts. So this is pretty exciting. All right, we've taken you down a dark first half, and I love what you're going to put on your gravestone. I think that's like sad but hopeful. This is the hopeful part. So this song is written about watching a preteen get ready for the world and drawing such energy from her. This song used to be called Unstoppable Joy. Now it's called The Youngest American Ninja Warrior. So it's about my daughter, and she's really embarrassed, so she's probably hiding in the basement now. She pours the milk into the bowl before the cereal because it's funny. Plants a garden in her room. Now there's dirt and flowers everywhere. Tries to understand the people who are mean to her. She's starting a new campaign to save our planet, save our lives. What would you do when unstoppable joy runs headlong to an unkind world? Would you stop her if you could? Or would you build her up and let her go? Somewhere the note is right there. She's writing a new book with 52 new characters. Each one has a name and a backstory. Each one has a superpower. Yesterday in tears as she buried her chicken ginger. She's training to be the youngest American ninja warrior. What would you do when unstoppable joy runs headlong to an unkind world? Would you stop her if you could? Or would you build her up and let her go? Little did she know, a secret admirer, shy and smitten for all her spark and light. A moment soon to let her know, but not today, not today. A whispered word and a kiss, and a step out of the way. She went away to camp for 2 long weeks this summer. She was nervous, made some friends, the kind you keep forever. Started school today, missing all the surfing waves. She's writing a report on Ketanji Brown Jackson. What would you do when unstoppable joy runs headlong to an unkind world? Would you stop her if you could? Or would you build her up and let her go?
That was great. Our kids are like unending sources of material. My kids hate it when I sing about them too. When they were little, they used to hate it when I sang in general. They'd be like, "Mama, stop." And it's funny about Ketanji Jackson Brown, Brown Jackson. She went to my college, and my friend posted something. She was there around the same time I was, and my friend posted a picture of her. He had directed her in Little Shop of Horrors, so she's there as like one of the background, like Ronette type of characters. So I thought that was pretty funny and cool. It's a little song about gratitude. I have stumbled on some kind of grace, knock that chip right off my shoulder, put a smile upon my face. I have stumbled on some kind of grace. It's early morning, before the first breath of the dawn, before the last dreams come and gone, and I'm surrounded. The baby's breathing, his skin is perfect like a rose, and though my faith it ebbs and flows, I am believing that I have stumbled on some kind of grace. Knock that chip right off my shoulder, put a smile upon my face. I have stumbled on some kind of grace. When I was a child, I'd always climb the highest tree to see as far as I could see. Then I was blinded. I lived in storm clouds, counting till the thunder came, forgot the sun for all that rain. Now I'm reminded that I have stumbled on some kind of grace. And I have never been the kind you would call lucky. Never came in first in any race. But if falling makes you stronger, then I must be, stumbling on some kind of grace. It's early morning, before the first light's creeping in, before there's any chance of sin, I grab your hand. And deep inside me, something flutters like a bird, a breath and song, a breath and word all come surround me, 'cause we have stumbled on some kind of grace. Knock that chip right off the shoulder, put a smile upon your face. We have stumbled, stumbled, stumbled. We have stumbled on some kind of grace.
I'm so lucky to be able to play with Susan. I just gotta tell you. She's writing so well right now. It's just great. This song is called Boy in a Well. I've been trickling out some songs in the last few weeks, and thank you for sending good thoughts around them and feedback. And this one, well, I guess it's a story about a boy in a well, yeah. It's kind of self-explanatory. I've been meeting a lot of people lately who go under lots of different titles like peer specialist and community health worker, but really they talk about lived experience. And a wonderful thing is starting to happen right now because the need is so high, but people are recognizing that a credential in mental health is your experience. You've been through it before, and there's a recognition of the value of that experience. It's kind of having a renaissance at a time we need it most. So this song goes out to those people who go back into the well. Call went out on the EMS scanner, there's a boy in a well. It's dark down there, we can barely hear him, there's a boy in a well. Father wringing his hands and a baby crying, mother rushing home from work. Boy, it's dark down there, we can barely hear him, there's a boy in a well. Well, the neighbors gathered around and the fire trucks came as the rescue efforts failed. They sent a rope on down and a harness and some food, but it's dark down there and I can barely hear him, there's a boy in a well. Black truck arrived with a special ops crew and the jumpsuits all alike. They said, we've seen this before, we gotta float him out, and they hooked up a hose as the crowd stepped aside. And the water poured down as the day turned to night, but the levels didn't rise, and it's dark down there, we can barely hear him, there's a boy in a well. Moon high in the sky when the man arrived, he said he saw it on the nightly news. Crowds had gone home and the news trucks too, and the big lights were set up by the black truck crew. There's a boy in a well. The man walked over to the mother who was wrapped in a blanket with a baby on her chest. Father walked over with a mug in his hands and they hugged with their tears in their eyes. He said, it's dark down there and I can barely hear him, that's my boy. Walked over to the edge of the hole and he pulled on a sweater and an old headlamp, said some gentle words that echoed down stone walls. Then he dropped headfirst through inky black water. As the sky turned pink in the east, a man and a boy walked up from the field. Came to the place where the crowds had been, with a hole in the ground and the light still on. And his mother cried out as she ran across the lawn, kissed his muddy face, wrapped a blanket around, and relief rose up with the sun. While the crews went home, Father left her alone with the man with the muddy sweater. Questions hung in the air, and he spoke his words low as he stared into his mud-caked hands. He said, I've been there before. It's an underground cavern with a lake and a stream that has carved out the well. about a 2-mile-long labyrinth, and it's dark down there. But I found you, boy, and we walked all night to a place I remembered where the stream comes out, and your boy is strong, and we said some things. And we'll remember.
I love how your songs, they just musically put you in that exact place. I listened to Boy in the Well when it came out the other day, or last week, and just puts you right there. Markus was talking about empathy before, and this is a song about, it's a brand new song about lack of empathy. But it's also about, I was reading a book by Alison Moorer, and she's a singer-songwriter. She used to be married to Steve Earle, and they have a son who is autistic. And she wrote this book called I Dream I Hear Your Voice. And she has an entire chapter about surrender. And I think that's a hard thing to do. That's just to surrender. And it doesn't mean giving up. It means just letting go. So this song is my lack of ability to surrender. It came out of an experience with the aforementioned ex. He came to pick up my kids one morning, and he said, and I was saying what a hard year it had been, and he just said, I don't know, everybody says it's been a hard year, but I've had a great year. I bought a house, I got married, blah, blah, blah. So I was just sitting there like, inappropriate, and very much lack of empathy. And then this song came out of it. So it's called White Flag. And we appreciate you guys hanging out. We know it's been kind of a heavy evening, but we talked about it, and we were like, maybe the things we sing about, maybe the important thing is that we really feel them, and they resonate with the people who hear them as well. So this is called White Flag. The things you say are not what I need to hear. I bite my tongue inside my mouth, out of spite or out of fear. You're walking out again. It's been a hell of a year. The things you do are not what should be done, and I could kill you with my kindness. If my kindness was a gun, maybe there's no karma. You already won. And there's no grand design, but I still knock on wood. I wish I was fine, and I wish you were good, but I would raise a white flag if I could. And it's a shame when things don't work out and you can't let go of the blame, but you can't figure it out. And there's a special kind of pain when a home becomes a house. And there's no grand design, but I still knock on wood. I wish I was fine, and I wish you were good, but I would chase you in my dreams, but the faster that I run, the more far away you seem. And you smile because you're lucky, and your getaway was clean. And there's no grand design, I still knock on wood. I know I'll be fine, and I know you're no good, but I would raise a white flag. Yeah, I would raise a white flag. Yeah, I would raise a white flag if I could.
Man, can you write? This song is called Long Arc of Love. And this is about realizing love takes a lot of forms and a lot of arcs, and you get older and you realize that it's the big endurance that matters. I want to call out a few friends here. My first friend ever came all the way from came all the way down from Exeter. I think I met him when I was 3, and he's here tonight. And I used to be the fastest, I was the fastest boy in my class when I was in 5th grade, but there was one person faster, and her name is Laura, and she's also here. And then my friend Eric and Lori came all the way down from Underhill, Vermont. Thank you for being here. So, speaking of long arcs, so this is a love song, the kind that lasts a long time. I was once falling in love with a girl from the county Kildare. I brought her up, I wrote her a poem and some songs. She pretended like I wasn't there. And all through the winter and into the fall. You can't hear my guitar. I'm going to start again. Is that okay? Better. I was once falling in love with a girl from the county Kildare. I wrote her a poem and some songs. She pretended like I wasn't there. And all through the winter and into the fall, into the spring, I brought her fresh flowers and beautiful things. She left them outside in the snow and the cold, and the petals tread under her feet. I was once falling in love with a girl with the faraway eyes. We stayed up and talked until dawn. Well, I talked and she closed her eyes. All through the summer and into the fall, we camped and we hiked every mountain, slept under the stars in our underwear. One morning she wasn't there. your hand pulling mine. We tumble to the ground as one. Sea, oats, and blue sky, sand altar holds our vows so close. We knew in the moment, no doubt and pure, a crack in the universe, new stars in the sky. Basking in the glow of the light that hides behind your eyes. Everything will change. The time we've had us two now past. A wellspring of joy, urgent and sure, rushed in like the wind to fill up our lives. She was once falling in love with a boy with a strawberry hair. We traveled the world hand in hand, proposed on bent knee with a ring. And all through our 30s and into our 40s, we fixed up a house and we had some babies. The babes ate our food and our time and our love. We got tired and haggard with gray and lost hair. We gave them everything. We gave them our all. One morning we woke and the babes were in college. Made love and had breakfast in bed.
Some days we're waiting for the sun to rise. Some days we're looking up at clear blue skies. And some days it's just too hard to explain. But today I'm just grateful for the rain. Some days we're looking for that one true love. Some days we're praying to some God above. And some days that hope is hard to sustain. But today I'm just grateful for the rain. Been this way as long as I remember. I know that nothing lasts forever. There's no one to blame. I'm just grateful for the rain. Some days we get up like we know we should. Keep all the promises we said we would. And some days we just give in to the pain. But today I'm just grateful for the rain. Yeah, today I'm just grateful for the rain.
Yeah. We'll play two more, and we'll get you home here. Thanks again for coming out. This is a song called Beneath a Towering Tree. It used to be called Tree Hugger, but there's a lot of misunderstanding around that. So this is a song that goes out to my sister, who I think is watching on here. And this is a song about a tree that saved a life. Can you hear the guitar out there okay? Okay, good. All set? On the edge of a forest, a tree stands alone, tall and straight and weathered and proud. Top branches are broken from the strong winter storms, and friends all around long fallen. I stop here sometimes on innocent tryst to have a long hug, a secret, a kiss. With open heart, I give up a gift, and it flows straight up to the sky. Years ago, a desperate hour, pre-dawn trip to the woods, an empty vessel, filled up and carried to the hospital bed. A tree saved my sister's life. Perhaps when you stumble upon a tree hugger, tread quietly away and leave her be. Misunderstood, small and trembling, beneath a towering tree.
Markus Belanger. I want to thank him again for putting this all together and asking me to play tonight. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and listening on a Friday night. And I'm going to play a song called Home from my friend Kathleen over there. I always love playing in Newburyport because it's a very short commute. And I know, like I said, it's been a quiet evening of contemplative music. If you're looking for something more rowdy, I'll be with my duo, Doug Portler and myself, at the Newburyport Brewing Company next Wednesday night, the 30th, with Jim Gould and Chuck Melchin. And it'll be a rockin' time. But it's nice for me to be able to sit back and play my quiet songs as well. So this is a song called Home, and thank you again for listening, and thank you for donating to NAMI Walks, and thank you to NAMI for all the great work that you guys do. Like a road, like a car, like a slow train going far, like a cloud, like a bird, I am home. With my eyes toward the sun and the moon, when it's all done, with a soft hand on my back, I am home. And I always want to run away. I never know if I will stay in one place for a while. The constant is a bleeding heart, the promise of a brand new start, the hope against the hopeless part that folks won't see. That I am broken. And the rain is coming down with a slow and sacred sound, and with my bare feet on the ground, I am whole. And you smile and hold me tight. You say you're here. I say not quite. I say it's cold. You say there's light and you are home. And I always want to run away. I never know if I will stay in one place for a while. The constant is a bleeding heart, the promise of a brand new start, the hope against the hopeless part that folks won't see. That I am broken. There's a road, there's a car, there's a slow train going far. There's a cloud, there's a bird, and I am home. Thank you so much. And I also want to say a big thank you to Rob, who's been doing such a great job with sound all night and helping with the live stream as well. Thank you.